Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham reaction for match day 15. Yes, 15, even though it's our 14th game. Match day 15, where Wrexham beat Mansfield Town. I can't even think of the things anymore because I'm so damn tired. Wrexham beat Mansfield Town 1-0, and it was a bounce back game that we needed to get. We needed to get 3 points in the books. Wasn't the sexiest performance, but it was a sexy goal by Barney. As you can see, here's Barney. Here we go. And he pops up again with a goal in the first half, 6 minutes in, and what a spectacular goal, and we needed it. There was some really good performances all over the pitch, over 13,000 at the match today for the Commemorates Day, which was a great. The minute of silence is so very eerie, but also I love that they did that. And all in all, at the end of the day, it came up with the 3 points. So we're gonna talk about that. Got 3 interviews to get in for the Wrexham reaction. I'll have my say, and you can have your say too. Even though we did do the Wrexham time, which was a special Wrexham time because Patty did for the Colin Joe. Patty and not PC on PC watched some of the other games, and some good results for us on the other side of things. And we're still 3rd in the league, which is great. So anyway, smash a like on that video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the Local Pundit. We are on our way to 50,001. We will get there. And so get your memberships and get your badges, as you can see right there. Gonna be a fun one. But today, I'll just give you my thoughts going into it too. I thought with that Parkinson, I thought I'd see a little bit of the evolution of Parkinson. By the way, I'm sorry, I'm tucked away in the corner here in the house, as you can tell. So there's a house full of people, and I gotta find space. So I'm in the other guest bedroom. Anyways, so I thought that we see the evolution of Parkinson today. I don't know if we necessarily got that, but I don't care because we got the 3 points. So I'm totally fine with with getting the W and getting the 3 points in there too. Maybe I wanted to see Bud Vartson play up top. I think there have been mixed reviews, and I'll start at the front before we move into the back. There were mixed reviews on how Palmer's game was today. Ollie Palmer puts himself about. He stumbles about a bit. He holds the ball up. He had a couple of nice flick-ons. He had a couple headers. And I think he's drawing. And I think he's drawing differences of opinions of how people watch the game and how we want to play. Obviously, Mullen likes to play with him, and that's what that's what Parkinson wants to do. He wants to play those two up front. We're not getting away from that at this point. We did see JM there. He walked in crutches and had his boot on. Unfortunately, him going down, as we know, is a big loss. So it's tough to see that. But that said, I gave Palmer 5 games. I'd see how he'd go after his contract. I think that's probably about 5. I can't quite count because I can't count that high sometimes. But controversially, it's just not enough for me. That's all I'll say about it. Paul Mullen, I think he's still not 100% fit. Trying to get there. Came off at about 73 minutes, but Vartson came on. Now, but Vartson is 6'3". Ollie Palmer is 6'5". At the time when he came on, it was 73 minutes on the clock, 72 minutes on the clock. I think that's about right. And we were trying to see the game out. We had some good spells there, but they played up front. Ollie Palmer was on a yellow card, so I don't know what's going on with Mullen. Maybe he's trying to have to push his fitness levels. Maybe he thinks he's going to start him on Tuesday for the Joey Bag of Donuts Cup. I don't know. How you doing, Stoner Combat? You are first. Second is Vincente, by the way. And Drew Does Whatever says, working at the moment, man. Yeah, we're working here too. Then Jan Moore says, howdy, y'all. Howdy. Yes, we're just live on YouTube. Here we go. But that's my thoughts up front. I thought but Vartson came on, looked athletic. He had some good movement. We have not seen enough of him. Strange not to see Mo Fall come on. But, we wanted to get the 3 points in. He probably doesn't trust him enough to have him come on. Middle of the park, my man of the match was Dobson. Dobson, I think Patty said it on there too. It looked like there was like 7 Dobsons, like 7 Peaky Blinders running around at some point. He popped up in the front. He popped up in the middle. He's passing balls. At the beginning, he was a little stretched. He made a bad pass, and he almost came through and put it on goal. It's unfortunate but it happens, But I thought Dobson was everywhere. He was breaking up play. He was making passes, trying to get us on the break, and defending really well and covering that back line. And that's what he does. I mean, he was playing 2 roles today, in my opinion. Big L. Didn't really have a great game today. 6 out of 10 for me. Did run around a bit, ran himself on the ground. I have a couple shots. One he tried to place into the back of the net. Oh, it's not. He tried to cushion in the back. Not even, didn't get it close. And he tried to shoot another one, which went over the bar. Didn't have the greatest performance because I think Dobson was covering a lot of space on the in the middle of the park there too. Hey, Chicky Brewer, how are you? Good to see you. Cannon came off, and Ollie Rathbone came on. for Andy Cannon, he looked spectacular. He put himself about. He ran around. He broke up play as well. He got forward a little bit and just was kind of a pest. Reminds me a little bit what Cannon was doing last year when he was playing so well. Now, it looks like Rathbone's doing that too. A little bit of competition there, so we'll see how that goes down. But Andy played okay today too, enough to get us through for the 3 points. So there's that. The back line there. Let's start at AO. AO played great, clean sheet. Back line, clean sheet again. They had some players that could move up front. They could score goals. Not like Mansfield can't score goals. They can score goals. And I just listened to a little bit of the interview with Nigel Clough, and he, why didn't you get points out of it? Well, that's football today. But we held that back line pretty good. I thought that Macca had an okay game. He also moved him into the middle of the pitch and brought Mendy on for a brief moment in the end there to see it out. Barney on the other side of things had a spectacular game, got man of the match. And his goal was absolutely spectacular. Came through. You saw the through ball that could have went to Mac to Mullen because that was the play that he wanted, but he dragged 2 defenders away and right-footed. Barney took it. It's a guy who's a lot of confidence right now. Put his laces through it and put it through 2 defenders and put it in the spot where the keeper could not get it. So it was a great outing for Barney again. And we're going to listen to him in an interview. Max played well. Thought Max did really well. Still probably trying to get the full match fitness. Played really well. He plays great with Scar next to him. Him and Scar, great combination back there. And on the other side of things, Steady Eddie, Stash, awesome 7 out of 10 for me. And that's fantastic. I mean, listen, you can't get any better than that. The guy that is going to be missing out at this point is going to be O'Connell because he's not going to displace Scar. He just isn't going to displace Scar. It just ain't going to happen. And whatever's going on, that's something that's going to be the evolution of our team as we go along this year. So get your thoughts in on that. Oh, just going back on AO, we did see that he made a save. Looked like he was flapping his wrist around a little bit, and he held it. I hope there's not something in that. We'll see. He did stay in the match. He's a tough SOB. And remember last year he broke his jaw. So I'm sure he's fine, but we'll keep an eye on that too. On the bench sort of things, Matty James not on the bench in Ravon. We don't know what's going on there. We don't know what's going on there for maybe there was an illness going through last week. That's what we heard about. I think they mentioned it in the preview as well. So we'll just keep an eye. I do want to check out and see what Matty has in him too. What do we got these guys for if they're not going to play? But big 3 points today. Huge 3 points. Dan Moore says, I love Dobson. He makes several bad passes a game, though. I'll laugh out loud. I guess having 7 of them makes it up for it. Yes. I mean, he is playing spectacular. And so is Barney. Out of their skin. I do feel like we have a problem up front. I said it in the chat during Wrexham time. I do feel like we have a problem up front scoring goals. I don't have the solution yet, and if I do say it, it's probably not going to be anything that people like. But let's see what Parkinson has to say after the match in his post-game interview. Get this up.
Victory over Mansfield Town here today at the STōK Cae Ras. You must be pleased with that result.
Yeah, obviously the result is great for us. It's good to get back to winning ways after losing the cup last week. It was important. Hard-fought game. Mansfield have got a good team. They've done well on the travels, and we had to work exceptionally hard to get the win today. Where we at our best, no, in terms of gave the ball away cheaply at times, and whether that was a little bit of a hangover from last week, I'm not sure. Or the early kick-off, because both teams in that early exchanges gave the ball away. But sometimes you just got to dig deep and work together as a team to get the result. Probably second half, we've had 2 of the best chances to go and extend the lead to give the scoreline a more comfortable look. But we just had to stand strong, and people sometimes forget that, here at STōK Cae Ras Stadium, people remember the 3-4-0 games, but we've had games like that where we've just got to make sure that we roll our sleeves up and, just realise that we're not at our fluid best in terms of our football, and just stand strong and everyone do their jobs out of possessions. And in general, we did that. I thought first half, we let their front 2 dictate to us a little bit. The second half, we did better at that, and the back 3 give us a platform to win the game. So, yeah, we're pleased to win. It's important. Like I said, you've got to give Mansfield a respect because they're a good team, as their early season form has shown.
There's a lot in that to unpack, and we'll do that really quickly. So yeah, when we did start the game, we were a little bit loose, and they were dictating play. In fact, our goal was against the run of play. Barnett, make no mistake, changed the course of the game and how it was going to go, because they were on the front foot, and we were sloppy with the ball. There were a couple giveaways. The pitch looked a little heavy at times. I don't know if it was rained on or whatever it is, but the pitch did look a little heavy. There's a patchy spot on the right side. If you're looking at the screen on the left side, right side of the pitch where Barney was playing. But make no mistake, he said an early kickoff 12:30 after coming back from a loss last week, a game we expected to win. We needed a resolve to have it in us. This was a typical Wrexham performance, where so far as like we had to earn it. Not at our best. I feel like we're having an issue up front that we can't quite place. We're getting goals from other places, which is good. But we're still moving to change. We're keeping pace with the top of the league. And we got to find W's whatever way we can. We got to find goals at this point right now wherever we can. Hi Marie from STōK Cae, how are you? But again, the team worked hard for it. He mentioned something about working hard off the ball. We do that very well. I think that's why Palmer is in the team. I don't manage the side. But I would want a little bit more. I want some goal scoring, But we do work very hard off the ball. At times, it looks like we do it in phases, where it's like we're going to do it for 10 minutes and then back off, 5 minutes, 15 minutes and back off. I would have liked to have gone on and killed the game off. I think we did sit back a little too much, which didn't, that's the style of play we have. Again, Marie from STōK Cae, when we're not at our best and still getting points, it's truly a win. No, it's an absolutely great statement. And, you can't be perfect every day, but going out there and putting a performance in to get the points, no matter whatever way, off someone's backside, don't care, putting the effort in and getting the win. Again, the STōK Cae Ras is like a home form is amazing, and their away form, Mansfield Town's away form, has been really good this season. So it was a good competitive edge on both sides. They're not afraid. They kept coming for us. And as far as like I think they made 6 subs. One was a concussion protocol, so they had fresh legs on at all times. We did not, but that's a whole nother story. We'll save that for another chat. All right, let's go. Let's keep on seeing what the gaffer has to say.
A word on Ryan Barnett. It seems that he just keeps popping up with key goals and key assists at key moments, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Barney's he's a great striker of the ball, and that was a really good finish from him. And that was important for him to get that goal today and the clearance in the second half as well. So I think he got man of the match, and I think those 2 moments in the game were defining moments, and he thoroughly deserves that.
Do you think the resilience?
Barney did get man of the match, which is great. He was well deservedly of it. I totally vibe with that. But also, it's like Dobson does for me, and Dobson does some things that's like it's really not. It's not. He doesn't score a lot of goals. Actually, he took a shot today that was not even close. But Barney is levels this year going up. There's something very special to him. I say here's Barney on the thumbnail, but he's been here. And he knows how to play. Whatever reason, something clicked in his head, and he's like, I'm going to roll the ball. I'm going to get the ball in the box. I'm going to take the shot. I'm not going to pass to our star striker. I'm going to shoot the ball, and it was really good that Mullen pulled those guys away. But Barney is, his defensive work rate is actually really good. I think having O'Connell, is it O'Connell? No, having Max behind him, who covers that space behind him really well. Also, you could see that Cannon was pushing up a little bit too and helping with the defensive duties as well. So, but Barney has put his effort in this year, and he is by far 1 and 1A with Dobson as the best players in the team right now, along with Scar and AO. You can't call it outfield players. That is outfield players.
Shown today and on multiple occasions, as you said, here at the STōK Cae Ras, we've had a few of those games. Really sends a message that whenever teams come here, it's always going to be a battle to get anything. Yeah,
that's how we've always made it, and the kind of resilience and togetherness from the staff and the players and the supporters is absolutely key, because we'll analyse the game and we'll look where we could have done better in both halves really, but for now, we just want to enjoy the victory, knowing that we always knew coming at this game that it would be a tough one. And it extends our terrific run in the league since the Stevenage game. We've had a really good run. And, the Charlton game probably kind of tainted that because we conceded late, and maybe that and the Harrow game just jolted us a little bit. But it's back to winning ways, and we can look forward to Stockport next week.
So this is the second interview I saw today. He did the other one right after the match on the YouTube page, and he mentioned the fact about the league. You could see that obviously we're out of the FA Cup and we're out of the Carabao Cup, and we're only the Joey Bag of Donuts Cup. So everything is about the league now. Now everything is about the league. The Joey Bag of Donuts Cup on Tuesday. It matters if we want to have a cup run there, maybe go on and win it. We get the Wembley Stadium, fine. But everything is about the league, and we have had good league form. And Marie from STōK Cae Ras is hot on a good one today. She's on a streak. The good news is we haven't been firing on all cylinders, and still third on the table. If we're playing our best, then I'd be worried. That's another great shout too. We are not playing our best. We haven't seen the best of our side yet. We haven't seen our best 11 yet. It was a very strong 11, but yes, we haven't. And we've had some. Remember last year when Stash and Evans went down, we had a little bit of a wobble. We're not having a wobble in the league. We could have definitely won the Charlton game. Unfortunately, we did learn from those mistakes from last week and putting it in the corner. Ollie P was in the corner, but Vartson was in the corner, not keeping the ball over there, up on the field, away from their end, so nothing bad can happen. We drop points because easily we could have. They had some in the second half. Don't make any mistake. They had opportunities. They just missed the target. They hit the bar, battled the bar, extra coat of paint. I think someone said in the chat, which was a good shout. But learning from our mistakes, it's always going to be difficult, and especially when teams come and we have a target on our back every game, all the time. We know that. But I would say after the Harrogate Town game, and I don't know what to check in the doc later on down the road. After that Harrogate Town match, I bet you, and Bavarton let the cat out of the bag. He's like, they're all looking at each other. It's like, all right, what the fuck's going on? We're better than this, and we have better quality than this. Granted, we weren't at our full best throughout, but that is what winners do. When you're not at your best, like Marie said, you go out and still get 3 points. Brian Cheng, I feel like Fall has been unfairly criticized. Just given the minutes with the body, and let's see what the pair can do. I agree. Fall catches a lot of stick, and it's unfortunate, and we haven't seen enough of him yet. That said, he's the one that put the goal in the back of the net last week. I think he was not offside. I think it's because of the price tag and the expectation. So the problem is we don't get to see a lot of these guys playing because of the way we lack of rotation. Okay, so we'll see that. Sam W, how are you? Good to see you. I think you're new to the channel. Welcome. How are you? Where are you watching from? Let's get back to the Parkinson interview.
Just before Stockport, the game against Port Vale in the Bristol Street Motors Trophy, what are you expecting from that match?
Well, obviously we'll make 11 changes in the game because we've already qualified, and it's.
Did I hear that correctly? Obviously, on Tuesday we're going to make 11 changes in the game. You heard it here first. So banker, that's a banker. All right, here we go.
Like we've done in the past, we'll use the game to give players some much needed game time, and but as always, we'll prepare professionally for it and go there and look to get a result.
Thank you.
Luckily,
all right.
Luckily, our unchanged 11 is still an amazing. Our changed 11 is a great 11. So get that in there. What's that lineup going to be? Burton, Mendy, Bolton or Ravon, Boyle, Brunt, O'Connell, middle of the park, probably maybe Rathbone, maybe Matty James, maybe Ashworth and Mo Fall and Bud Vartson up top, something like that. There you go. There we go. Good. So Fall and Bud Vartson. I think that's probably right. I know 11 changes. That's Marie from STōK Cae Ras. And Brian Chang. Good. Parky sounds tired. He does sound tired. We all sound tired. I was up at 2 o'clock this morning, 2:15 to get the show up. So awesome. Just gave the cat out of the bag right there. But that's what we need to do. Use the Joey Bag of Donuts trophy to get, guys on the pitch, because it's going to be a long season. It's a 48-game season. League season, that is. Got to go up. That's the goal. Let's see what Barney has to say.
Victory over Mansfield Town today and a goal for yourself. You must be delighted with that afternoon's work.
Yeah, 100%. It was a really tough game. We knew what they were going to come here and do, make it really tough for us, and we had to grind it out. We rode our luck at times, but 3 points is the main thing at the end of the day.
For you, a goal.
He said ride it out at times. Going into that, didn't talk about this earlier. It was a very physical match. The ref let some things go. There was some holding, some shirt pulling, some things like that. Didn't get out of hand. Didn't go to the. He held his cards. The ref held his cards for a little bit, and then all of a sudden he started pulling out some cards. You know, the games are getting physical, and I don't know what the solution is there, because I don't like seeing our 6'5" striker like flop. I don't know about you lot. The fact of the matter is, up front, Palmer and Mullen both back into the defenders. Now, Aiden Flint, 6'6", whatever the hell he is, 168 pounds, my ass, but he's a big unit. He's a big dude. We've flopped a lot. They were holding a lot. We have to find a way to stand up and be strong a little bit. And I think that we're looking for calls. I know Mull looks for calls. A lot of calls and complaints. But, you know, our middle of the park got a little bit chippy at times. I think Dobson held up really well. Elliot Lee was the one that I didn't quite see much about him today. Camden can handle the shithousery. And, you know, also it's like, you know, good news is no one came up with a yellow card that I care about that's going to miss the Stockport game next week, which is very important. We'll get through that score, what they had earlier today, too. The Habification says Birmingham had a draw today. Yep, we're going to talk about that. Birmingham are so in the mud. Oh, my God. They're in the mud. Dropping points, second place. Holy God. Do we have a bubble wrap so we can wrap Barney in? Well, yeah, it's not good enough, because apparently at practice there's gremlins. You can step on something and break your ankle.
After 6 minutes, did it just feel like whenever you got the ball at your feet, you've got such confidence at the minute that you always had to take that strike on?
Yeah, it was a little bit of a different game for me today, because they doubled up at times, and their wing back stopped me trying to go down the line. So as you seen for the goal, I tried to cut in, and I know Moles wasn't very, very happy with me passing it to him.
Oh!
I just had a feeling when it left my foot that it was going in.
Oh, I love it. We saw it happen. He said, I know Moles. He said, I had the space at the opportunity. Moles wasn't very happy. I didn't pass it to him, but he's like, Ace's like, okay, I'm gonna lace this one. But what a good confident there. I'm sure they're having a laugh about it now. But yeah, Moles, you know, as a striker, he wants the ball, and that was the right pass to go to Moles, but he did take the defenders away. And Barney in for him, feeling confident. He's like, I'm gonna have it. He just let the cat out of the bag there. He said he knows that he was pissed at him, but what are you gonna do?
That's showing the development you've had to put in on the pitch, as you said, doubled up on you today, and you've clearly had to step up to the level. Just what can you attribute that success to?
I think it's just hard work, and you know, all the guidance that I've had from all the staff here. You know, the manager's been brilliant, and all the players have got confidence in me when they switch the ball, and they know what areas I want to put the ball in, and they help me really like a lot. And it's thank God it's sort of come off this season.
Well,
he did put a couple nice crosses in. Sometimes no one was there. I think Macca put one or two in. But you know, he's playing with such confidence, and they did double him up, and he had some space also too. Made it through. He just finds a way to find a way to get through. So like I said, he's one of our players of the season so far. He seems to be playing insanely confident, which is good for him. Marie from STōK Cae Ras says Ryan and Rob have got to be visiting soon. I think Rob is in the middle of filming. Actually, I know he's in the middle of filming. Always Sunny. Ryan. I can't quite say. Okay.
Goal, obviously, always a high point. It was quite important that on the defensive end, you more than did your shift as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, 100%. That's something that the gaffer drills into, especially me and Macca, with the amount of work we've got to get up and down. You know, he wants us in the box, then he wants us defending our own box. So today we knew they were going to come and counter-attack and make it hard for us, and we stuck to the challenge.
I think in the second half today, Barnett made a fantastic clearance because the guy was in. I think it was a follow. I think it was the follow-up after the shot on goal. I think it's where AO hurt his wrist. It was a shot on goal. AO made the save. It bounced back, and then Brian Barnett came in and cleared the ball. He played really well. No, he's shooting. Sorry, Marie. He's shooting Always Sunny in Philadelphia. But no, he came in and made an insane play. And he just talked about, you know, the gaffer puts it in. He wants him in our box and in their box. So you have to be a fit lad to do that. And you know, Macca, who is probably one of the fittest lads, he's 35 years old. Barney's 25 years old. I think that they expressed the fact that they were that he was in both boxes today, and he did well for that. So good on him. Remember to smash a like on the video. Also subscribe to the Local Pundit, to all the socials at the bottom there too, and share if you haven't already too. You know, it's been It's been a long day, but happy to see everyone coming in and spending time with us.
You personally, how are you enjoying it on the pitch? How are you enjoying being a part of this season?
Loving it. You know, it's like I've said before, the manager gives me that freedom when I go forward and gives me that confidence to take people on, and all the lads have got that belief in me as well. So I think that's all you can ask for in football. You know, you want to be confident, you want to be happy, and I'm in a really good spot at the moment.
Moving it
There's no doubt he's in a good spot. No doubt.
had 2 games in the space of a week with Port Vale and then Stockport away. How much are you looking forward to trying to build on that momentum?
Yeah, of course, that's massive in football. You know, you want to, as soon as you've come off the pitch, you want to play again. So we've got 2 big games coming up, and we'll give 100%. I'm sure the gaffer might be rotating a little bit on Tuesday, but whoever's picked, I know they'll give 100%.
Thank you, Rob.
Full rotation, as you said. Full rotation, 11. So expect that. I don't know what the bench will look like, but probably some of the regulars on the bench. But true, he is playing really well. Got to be very proud of him. And he's got, as Marie said, wrap him in bubble wrap. But yeah, he's great. Undroppable. There's a couple undroppables. AO for me, Scar, Stash, and him, and Dobson. Those are the undroppables for me. So yeah, our problems, goals. That's our problem.
Over Mansfield Town today, what did you make of the match?
I thought we started really well, passed it well. Obviously, Barney took his goal really well. And then I sort of thought it was quite scrappy. I think they got back into it. They had a couple of chances. And then I'd say they probably
They made it scrappy too on purpose. They knew that. I think after we scored our goal, they were on top for sure. But they made it scrappy in the middle of the park too. There was a lot of grabbing, like we mentioned, and they wanted to break the game up a little bit and just go and just get us out of our rhythm, because we got into a rhythm there. You know, they were on top. We came back. We scored. They did their jobs to dirty up the game a little bit. I'm not saying they were playing dirty, but they did their jobs. Mansfield Town, like I said, good side. They had to get us off our game a little bit, and they did that well.
dominated, especially possession in the second half. I felt like we had probably a few of the best chances. I know they hit the bar, but we certainly had a few really good chances where we could have put the game to bed. We didn't, and I think we showed enough sort of resilient side to us to keep them out and get the 3 points in the end.
How important was that resilience to not only get the reaction from being knocked out of the FA Cup, but also to react to losing 3 points at Charlton previously too?
Dropping 2.
Yeah, I think we know we have that resilience in us. Obviously, Charlton was a bit frustrating, obviously collectively and personally. But yeah, it's that sort of bounce back. I didn't think we were at our best again last week, but we should have probably won the game based off chances. Sometimes it doesn't go for you. And today it was all about the 3 points, no matter how we got them. Thankfully, we've ended up with the 3 points.
He does look young. He's 22. So talk about the resilience you mentioned there too. I don't think you're never not going to get effort on the team ever. I think that's just not in our nature. We never give up. Never back down from anything. We're always up for a fight. Definitely on the pitch. So whether we're winning or losing, we were unlucky not to come back into it and get a couple more goals to put it away. But I don't think, the makeup of this team, which is why I think we're going to be successful throughout the rest of the season, which is why I think we're going to go up and grow into the season. I feel like, that's part of our DNA. It's in the blood of Parkinson. It's in the blood of the town on the pitch. Every player, every coach, everything. So the resilience is going to be there, and that does see us through games. Obviously, it's support at the STōK and anywhere else traveling sport helps out too. But yeah, Marie from SoCal, he looks so young. Happy League One so far has been a dog eat dog. Every team is not giving an inch. No, they're beating. Everyone's beating. It's a fist fight. It's a food fight all the time. Always a food fight. Brian Chang, he has a cute baby face. Resilience. We needed this long season. Absolutely resilience and being able to get through the tough times. Again, I always say not to get too high, not to get too low. And coming on, I bet you we were pretty low last week, getting kicked in the teeth. But again, having resilience always gets us through, and that's one thing that we'll never let back down.
Did it feel like the type of performance, given where Mansfield are in the table, given their recent results, that can really build up that momentum and pull you even closer together as a group?
Yeah, I think obviously it's early to maybe think about, the end goal, but I think they're a very good team and they've got some very good players and they've made the step up just as well as we have. So it was always going to be a tough game. I think to get the 3 points over them and show that resilience, even when it's not the prettiest, it's not the most free flowing performance, but to grind it out, it's something a character that we have in the squad, and I think we showed it again today.
Well said, young man. I think this is the last question coming in here.
Just finally, Max, you've had a few games back in the lineup since your injury. How are you finding it, and how are you feeling now?
Yeah, I'm obviously feeling better. It was sort of a new experience, being injured, but I was lucky in terms of it wasn't too bad, and obviously the medical staff, I owe a lot to them for helping me get back so quick. And yeah, I'm starting to feel better now, feeling fitter again. Feeling sort of stronger in my ankle. So yeah, hopefully the more I play, the more it starts to get better, and we can start putting some good performances together.
Thank you, Max.
Cheers.
Interesting one there too. Starting to feel stronger in his own ankle. He's obviously not 100% fit. You could probably say that, but his performances don't show that. Strong kid. He came back against Charlton and he played that full 90. Although the handball, whatever that happens, that is football. I don't blame him for that. But he's come back and he has done very, very well. He's a very integral part of the team. I'm gonna try to open this up a little bit here too. Let me know if y'all can see that. I'll try to do it this way. There it is. There's the table right there. Stockport is going to be a very important match, says Marie from SoCal. Yes, there is the table right now. Wycombe Wanderers. Let me save this right here. Wycombe Wanderers there's, I think, 6 on the bounce. Jesus H, where did they come from? Goal diff of 16. Played 14, won 2, drawn 2, lost 2. Birmingham City in the mud in second. Played 13, won 9, drawn 3, lost 1. They're at 30 points, 2 goal difference of 12, sitting right behind them in 2 points. And there we are. Our form is improving. 2 draws right there, as you see, 2 drop points, which happens. 14 games played, 8 won, 4 drawn, 2 losses, 28 points with a goal diff of 12. So we're in the hunt. We're right there. Yes, Birmingham City have a game in hand with Barnsley. A little bit of space there. They did win today. We'll get to those results. Lincoln City drew today, and Stockport won today. Big. And then there's Mansfield and Huddersfield Town. Now, I think Patty did go over some of the results today as where's the scores and fixtures? There it is. There's the scores and fixtures of today. Burton Albion, Shrewsbury. Burton come up 2-0. Wrexham 1-0. Birmingham drew 1-1. I think it was a 96th minute goal for this Northampton game. Let me just check it out. Yes, it was a 96th minute Pinnock goal, and Jay Stansfield did get on the score sheet for them. So that is good result for us. Absolutely. This one, Lincoln City dropped points, as we mentioned. Huddersfield dropped points to Crawley Town. Charlton dropped points to Exeter. Blackpool got smacked. And here's a big one. Peterborough United. Jones, Poku got a hattie and a penalty from Mothersville. And Haviland got one in there, and they got one back at the end of 84 minutes. So what a great match that was to go to. So good on them. Good on them. And what else happened here today? Stevenage dropped points. Stockport smacked Bolton Wanderers. What happened? I thought, and we do play Stockport next week. So that's going to be a banger. What happened to Bolton today? Jesus H. That's going to be a big game. That's a big game. Big game. Big game energy next week. Hope it's not at 4 o'clock in the morning again. Hey, all, Ruth H, how are you? And Wycombe Wanderers beat Wigan Athletic 1-0. They had 11 minutes of goal, so they sat back on there. They stuck to their guns. So yeah, Wigan couldn't do us a favor, but it happens. That is football. So all in all, it was a good day. It was a good day. The table looks pretty good for us, as you can see it right there. So exciting times to be a Wrexham supporter. That we do have big games coming up. The Joey Bag of Donuts is on Tuesday. That'll be a full change 11 that he said. But now let's go out and do some damage out there. Get some guys on the pitch. But today was a full performance of just like grit, iron, go out, get the W. It was an early game, 12:30 kickoff. 4:30 kickoff for me. It's only 10:30 here. Feels like 11 o'clock. But awesome time. Awesome game. But yeah. All right, let's wrap it up there. Let's everyone get back to their Saturday or get some rest. I've been up since what? Since 2 or whatever the hell, 2 o'clock. It's been a long day. But needed a bounce back win. A few things we need to talk about our striker combination up front. Got to get them scoring goals. Mullen did come off, but Vartan and Palmer up front. That was a surprise to me. But big 3 points, good. Got the game on Tuesday, and then next week Stockport, big match, especially them coming off a 5-1 victory. So, anyways, smash a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the Local Pundit, please. Like, share, all the fun stuff. Thanks for coming in. 50,001. Here we go. Wrexham big 3 points. And on that bombshell, I will see you all soon.